Hey, beautiful people. I decided to actually put episodes 65 through 74 together because I just wanted to make sure that I got these episodes done for the people that's going to make sure that they're finishing the 65 through day 74. It's not too much that you have to do through this section, also, which is good in a way. It's kind of just keep monitoring your credit. If you got your round two disputes out, check to see when they're coming back. And if you still have accounts that weren't deleted, reach out to me so I can see what steps you can take going forward, possibly talk to an attorney and things like that. But I wanted to make sure I do these episodes together so that they can all make sure I can make sure that they all get done. So let's go through all of these episodes. So day 65 talks about increasing your income. It helps lower your credit stress. So one of the fastest way to improve your credit situation is to earn more money. So with extra income, you can pay off debt faster, you can avoid late payments, and you can reduce your utilization. So even a small side hustle can make a big difference. So try to brainstorm about 3 ways you can increase your income this month, whether it's going to be freelancing, selling items, or picking up a few extra hours. And then write down how you apply the income towards your credit goals. So I know some people that say, "Hey, I got a side um, job, and what I do with my side job is all that money go towards paying off debt. All that money goes towards paying off my student loans. All that money goes towards something that's going to push them forward for the future. They don't use that money for anything else. So you guys can do that also. So even $200 to $500 per month can make a huge difference. Think about what you can do with $200 to $500. Even if you guys have higher income, that could still be that could be a minimum payment on one of your credit cards or anything, So, the more money you can make, the better. But still, $200 to $500 per month can make a huge difference. In a lot of cases too. And that can be just working 10 extra hours per week, 10 to 15 extra hours per week, or 10 to 20 extra hours per week, especially if you guys are working part time. Maybe you can actually go full time, or maybe you can get that side job and just work those extra hours. It's going to pay off. So identify 2 to 3 ways that you can bring in more income this month. So that's what you guys have to do for day 65. Now, again, we're talking side hustles. So there's a lot of side hustles out there. So if you guys have any talent, skills, or hobbies, you can actually turn them into a small business, which can be great because when you guys turn into a small business, that can bring you additional income. So you guys can do freelance work, you can do online services, you could do just small businesses to bring in cash. And you guys can build business credit separately from your personal credit. So the extra income can help you pay down your debt or fund goals like your credit repair. So choose hustles that don't require a high startup cost. Don't pick something that you're going to have to pay, $40,000 to get started with, knowing that you don't have that money for it, because you want to have something with a low startup cost. Okay, and keep track of your income and consider forming an LLC so that you guys can grow it. And then also, you guys can get write offs too. Write offs is everything. Please look into writing off things on your taxes. So you can have side gigs like content creating, tutoring, consulting, or even e-commerce that eventually leads to your financial freedom. Okay, so list any talents that you have, skills, hobbies, and then see how you can turn it into a small business. So that is for day 66. Now, day 67 is all about budgeting. So budgeting isn't just about saving money, it's about using your money intentionally to protect your growth, to protect and grow your credit. So if you guys are in the process of trying to grow your credit, you need to know where your money is going to, because a lot of times you may be spending more money on a credit card for no reason, which makes it that your utilization is higher and you don't even supposed to have high utilization. So see exactly where you're spending your money, and then also allow for funds toward early payment, dispute supplies, which is like postage, printing, and monitor tools like Aura, Identity IQ, or any other things that you guys have. And then savings to avoid relying on your credit. So today I want you guys to outline your current budget and highlight 3 changes that you'll make this week to support your credit goals, like canceling unnecessary subscriptions or setting auto pay on a card. So my son asked me, "Why did you cancel Netflix. I said, because I'm not gonna pay it anymore. I know how to see all the Netflix movies without having to pay for them. Can't tell you how I'm doing that. You know, but look it up. Just look it up. And I was like, I'm not gonna pay for that anymore. So that was one thing. I was like, okay, good. I already canceled all my subscriptions, and I have my Instacart, which give me Peacock for free. I think I kind of went over this before, but I canceled a lot of subscriptions. I'm not going to pay that. Um, there's no need for me to pay that, especially knowing that I'm not watching TV like that anyway. I'm busy. I have to go to school anyway. So what's the point even happening? So in day 67, if you guys have the Strong and 75 course, I actually have a lot of budgets in there. So if you guys go into the course, you guys will see a lot of budgets on there. So you guys can actually go into and look at all the budgets that I have available. You guys can fill them out. It's like 20 of them on there. Figure out which one is better for you, which one is easiest for you to do. And this way you can continue to fill it out every single month. Okay. So you guys can prioritize your debt repayment, your dispute costs, and your credit building tools. You guys can use a 50-30-20 method or create a debt budget, a debt payoff tracker, which I believe I have it in the course also. And then schedule your credit card payments before the statement day. So say before the due date, a few days before the due date, schedule your payments and eliminate any small unnecessary expenses to reduce your debt. So make sure today that you guys look at a budget, or when you guys get on day 67, you guys look at a night's budget, or you look at your budget and actually try to eliminate 3 things that's going to help you towards your credit goal. Remember, the less money you pay is always going to be good for your credit. Now, day 68 is about making sure that you have at least $500 for emergencies. I know a lot of people like me. I listen to Dave Ramsey, and he said, "Hey, you need to have at least $1,000 put to the side." So I was like, a lot of people kind of complained about that. So I said, "Hey, start with $500. Then you can always increase it to $1,000." So having a small emergency fund of $500 can prevent you from relying on your credit when life happens. Whether it's going to be car repairs, a bill you forgot about, or even your kids' expenses. So cash on hand gives you control. So today, look at your budget, identify how long it's going to take you to save $500 if you don't already have it saved now, and write down the first step that you will take start saving it now. So even a small emergency fund helps you avoid credit card dependency. And then also start by saving $20 to $50 per week automatically. I love to do this. And if you guys have certain bank accounts, they have it too, where you can do automatic transfers, and they'll automatically push that money into a savings account. And then make sure you guys use a separate savings account so it's not easily spent. So you guys can open a separate savings account. Just make sure you're not going to get charged any fees for it. And then emergency savings prevents those missed payments or maxed out cards. So your goal is to start off with $500, and just, if I were you, continue to have that $25 to $50 go into there, because it's a great habit to have. And as long as that money going into there, you don't have to worry about anything. So that's what I would say. So day 69 talks about when to ask for a credit line increase. I ask for a credit line increase every single month, but usually requesting a credit line increase every 6 to 12 months is going to be smart, because they're not going to give it to you every month. But I like to ask every month, because you may ask every 6 to 12 months, and then you may find out that you could have got it on the third month or the fourth month, and then you could have waited a 6 month period from that point. So I like to ask every month, even when I first get the card. But the thing is to make sure that you just continue to ask for an increase. Don't ask for an increase though if your utilization is very, very high, because the chances are they're going to say no. So just keep that in mind. So write down your credit cards that you have at least 6 months. And I would just say go through your credit card utilization tracker that we have. And when you go through there, just literally go down the list and ask for an increase. You can wait the 6 months if you want to. But I say just go down the list and ask for an increase on all your credit cards. All they're going to do is say no, and they should not give you a hard inquiry if you ask for an increase. Okay. So ask for it every month. A lot of times you can ask for it in the app. Okay. So the question I like get from a lot of people is, should I close this credit card after paying off debt? So paying off a credit card feel great, but closing it can hurt your credit score by reducing your available credit and shorting your credit history. So instead, leave it open and use it occasionally for small purchases. I tell people, like, Um, use it for a small, like, if you're gonna keep your Netflix, use it for your Netflix, and that's it instead of auto pay. That way it's being used and it's not being closed. Now, if it do have a high annual fee, then you may wanna look into closing it, but I want you guys to review all your credit cards that you recently paid off, and I want you guys to journal your decision about keeping it open and closing them, and then why. When I say high annual fee, um those starter credit cards that you guys can get to really build your credit. When I say high annual fee, I mean anything that's going to be over like $39. That would be a high annual fee, especially as one of those cards where it's only like a $500 limit and they still charge you all that money for it. It's like, dude, you ain't even a real card. Because before you close these cards, you want to make sure that you get some new credit cards with way higher limits. That way you're not feeling bad that you have to close these because those new credit cards, hopefully they don't have an annual fee on there. Aim for no annual fee. Those cards are better. Why wouldn't you close it? That's how I would look at that. So closing cards is actually going to reduce your credit age and available credit, which can actually hurt your credit score. So that's why I said only cancel those that have a high annual fee. If you're trying to close a card, I don't care if it's on your $300 limit and it has if you don't have an annual fee on it, you need to just leave that card there. And I keep asking for an increase on it. And if they're not going to increase it, I would say just still leave it there because it has age. Age is very, very important. And just every 6 months, do the thing. Like I said, you going to shop at Walmart, tell a lady at Walmart, ring up something that adds up to about $15, $20. Ring it up, swipe the card. Ring up something else like your whole, like you got, and you finna pay 100 some dollars, right? Separate it. Do $15 worth of stuff, swipe your card that you haven't been using. Do the other $15, $20 worth of stuff, swipe a new card, say, hey, I need to separate my transactions and put all of those transactions on each individual card so that you can have transactions going through. And then you should have auto pay set up on all of your credit cards anyway. So since you have auto pay set up on all of your credit cards, the thing about this is that 15 to $20 transaction is going to automatically be taken out within that auto pay. So now you don't have to worry about that account being closed. Okay. So I put on here, use your card every 2 to 3 months for small charges, but I think you can get away with doing the 6 months. Like if you do that 6 months, like I said, you can get away with it, but you better set a timer. So you say, hey, every do like a go around a holiday or something. You could say, oh, I'm gonna do it around, the kids go away to school and um do it around Valentine's Day. I don't know. Pick a holiday too, or you could just literally what I do is I like to just look on my calendar. I like to just set it up as an auto thing on my calendar, the same way we set up to look at our credit. I like to do it as an auto thing on my iPhone on my calendar so I can just know that it's there because I'm going to check this calendar. I don't even journal it sometimes because sometimes I may miss it on that calendar. But make sure you guys look into closing those cards, especially if they have those high annual fees. But before you close them, get the credit cards that you want first. You have to, or you're going to have a hard time probably getting those. So you got a section for reflection. You also have a section to just journal any notes that you had or you're going to have. Now, day 71 is to review your 75-day progress. So during this time, I want you guys to reflect on what you have done, your disputes, paying down any debts, any new accounts that you guys have, any new habits you have. I want you guys to check your score and see how far you have moved, big or small, and then think about how you feel now versus day one. Celebrate any type of commitment to learning and improvement that you have. In general, three things that you're proud of from your journey. So, three things that I'm proud of from my journey is remember, I had the goal that I wanted to get down to 150 pounds. Now, listen, y'all, I have not gotten down to 150 pounds, but I think I have built a lot of muscle and I'm really loving on my body right now. My body looks amazing. Um, so I took this time to work my body out, which I'm telling y'all, my thigh muscles is on a whole new level, which is amazing. I think it's because I've been doing that walking pad, and I'm gonna show you guys too the changes in my body. So that has been amazing. My credit, I'm very happy about where I am with my credit. Also, My mind, I am much happier. I got a 3.5 this semester in school, which is why I kind of been missing these episodes and I'm bulking them together. But I got 3.5 and I got a scholarship. Um, Now my scholarship is not paying for everything, but at the same time, it's better than nothing, especially when you're paying out of pocket for school. Okay. So I'm very happy about that too. So I was just like, you know what? I I'm very happy about all of those different things. I've been learning so much in different areas. I'm very happy about that. I'm just very happy about a lot of things. So I think that this process was really amazing. I'm happy that I went through it and I went through it with so many of you guys too. So I really love the full process. So those three things that I'm very proud of, and I'm proud that I'm still staying on what's the main thing, which is good, which is like, okay, you did good in school, okay? That's good. You're gonna give a pat on the back for that. Like I'm telling myself that, like, okay, you got through school, you got your scholarship, you went through the summer still trying to record with these kids. Um, and my body looks great. I'm just loving on my body. And I'm done with my mouth. August 5th, I have to get um, I had to get that screw piece in for my tooth. I gotta get the actual crown for that implant I had to get. Um, and my face treatment went great. I look every day in the mirror, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this stuff has really changed my face." So I am loving everything. I'm very proud of myself, and I want you guys to reflect back on day one versus now. And I want you guys to see how much you have changed. And I know I have changed so much, and I have learned so much throughout this process. So I want you guys to do the same reflection. Now, day 72, what's still hurting credit scores? So I want you guys to look and see what is still lingering around. Like, what issues do you still have that's hurting your credit score? Do you still have old collections that they're not trying to delete? Do you still have high utilization? You still in the process of paying down your credit cards? Do you still have unresolved disputes? So those are the things that I want you guys to look into and see what's actually hurting you. So I've identified what is hurting you and try to pull your most recent report if you haven't already and list three of the main things that's still holding you back, what's holding your credit score back, and how you're going to tackle at least one at a time. So you want to tackle each one, but you want to do them one at a time. Don't just say, okay, I'm just going to do it all now. We went through the process this whole time to tackle each thing, but again, it was 75 days total we was doing it. I would say more like 50 days though, because these last few days it wasn't more of, disputes and things like that. But still, we gave ourselves time. So I want you guys to tackle these same things. So some issues may still be unresolved, but again, you guys need to see if it's the collections, high balances, late, what it is that's dragging your credit score down. So your next step is, do you have to do more disputes? Did you do your 2 months of disputes already? Then you probably don't have to do more. Next is, hey, reach out to me. Let's see if we could possibly reach out to an attorney, especially if you have identity theft. Do you need any new strategies? Um, do you have any increased payments that you need to make? So prioritize what's your biggest point boost that you can have, and then create a short-term action plan to fix what's left. And then what actually worked best. So, out of all of the strategies that you have used, I want you guys to tell me in the comments. I want you guys to also just write down for yourself what helped you the most. Was it actually lowering your utilization? Is it disputing those collections? Is it sending those goodwill letters for the late payments? Not all wins show up instantly, so sometimes it take a little while for them to show up. But these have not bad habits, but these habits are going to make sure that they compound for you guys. So today I want you guys to reflect on the most effective thing that you guys have done, write it down, and I want you guys to talk about also why it works so well and how you'll keep doing it. So whatever it is, make sure you write it down and please put it in the comments too, so that you can help other people talk about the things that actually help you all the most. And then I want you guys to talk about what gave you the biggest results. Was it your disputes, your pay down? when you added accounts to your credit reports, and then double down what actually worked and drop what didn't. So some things just probably didn't work. Some people, you already have a lot of accounts, and I'm saying, hey, add more accounts possibly. And I said, hey, if you got a certain amount of accounts, you don't need to add accounts. But maybe you kept adding accounts and you like, this did not help me. It actually hurt me because you messed up your average age of accounts. You just know, okay, I got enough accounts. I'm not doing that problem. I'm not doing it anymore. It's not gonna help me. And turn those successful habits into your new normal. So write down your top 3 wins from the challenge, and I would like to hear those also. Now, day 74, the reflection, what steps will you repeat monthly? So, I want you guys to talk about what steps you're going to repeat monthly. So, credit is not one thing, like it's one and done. It's like a monthly habit that you have to do. So, you have to make sure that you pick 3 to 5 actions that you guys are going to do every month. So, some steps can be like checking your credit reports, paying early, tracking your accounts. All of these should become habits. So I want you guys again to list 3 to 5 things that you guys can do. So if you guys have to, again, pay early, check your credit reports. We should be checking our credit reports every month anyway. We already set that routine. Just stick to it. That's it. If you just do that and you fix whatever you see that's wrong immediately, you're going to be on the right track. Because I looked at one of my clients' credit reports and I said, hey, did you know you just had a late payment this month? And that late payment drags your score down. You have to stay on top of these things and make sure you guys are tracking your utilization also. So look into those things, and I want you guys to make sure that you have those monthly habits. Now, I'm still going to go over day 75 because this is going to be the final review. Um, and I want you guys to, I put into the Strong in 75 course something that will help you do your next 6 months of habits. So your next 6 months of credit, you can actually plan out what your next 6 months is. I don't think you should stop here. I think that you guys should go on and continue to do more. Okay. So if you reach the end of this challenge, whether it's your credit score increased 10 points or 100 points, you built a system, you're taking action, and you develop some discipline. And that's all we can really ask for. So today, I want you guys to journal about how far you've come. What's your What's your new score, or what improvements have you noticed? Look at your beginning scores that you've been putting at the bottom down here. Look at what your beginning scores was on day 1 and look at your scores today. Look at your weight in the beginning. Look at your weight today if you guys were tracking your weight. And talk about what you have noticed in your improvement. What was your biggest takeaways from the last 75 days? And then how this will shape your future credit journey. So I want you guys to make sure to use this time to reflect right here and also celebrate. So I told myself that I was going to take myself out to eat as a celebration. I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to come back and record for you guys a video just to show you guys like how my body look, because I'm going to make sure I get all dressed up. So I'm going to show you like I literally my body, I wouldn't say my body was bad then, but I am much stronger, especially recording. I mean, running yesterday on that pad, yo, I'm running on that little pad. I don't care. But I think that was the greatest thing that I have bought in terms of workout things because I can literally slide that up under my bed. I just still leave it in my room right now. And if I tell myself, "Ooh, I want to watch a movie, I want to do this," okay, get on a pad and do it. So I'm gonna definitely still record day 75 for you guys. I cannot wait till you guys see the transformation. And I want to show you guys one of my clients. I want to show you her last 30 days of where her credit score has went. Wait, what is this one here? I made 2 payments each month on each credit card. Use now. Oh, that is amazing. Congratulations to you. That is amazing. Those extra payments can help you out a lot. And then they're gonna be opted to give you higher limits. So that is really, really amazing. Let me see if I can add this on. I was just looking at a few people's credit. This is just from yesterday when I was looking and getting, like, some results from my clients and things like that. Okay, so here's some that I just literally just got yesterday. So these are like every month I want to check their credit. I want to see what's going on. I want to see how much it has increased. So I want to see like the different changes. So I want to just show you guys this so that you guys can be able to see that you guys can have big changes. And this is just from yesterday. I have not gotten all the results from all my clients. I have not added them all here, but I am going to add them onto like the different social media so that you guys can see it. So this is one of my clients where I seen that their credit scores did go up, but they had utilization problems. But I was like, okay, at least your credit scores did go up some. But utilization is very, very important, you guys. You're not going to see a huge increase unless you guys are working with your utilization. And that's the big thing. Their credit scores could have been much higher if they would have worked on their utilization. My client got the online collection. They got that collection deleted from their credit. So that was really amazing. I was very happy and proud of them for getting that done. This was another client where look at their previous credit scores, and now it's like they're almost in the 700s. And again, it's every month I'm checking it. So I was like, wow, one of their credit scores went up 65 points in 1 month. Can y'all see that? That Experian credit score. So that was really amazing. I was so proud of them for that. And then also another client, their credit score went up 70 points. They started at 544 and now they're at 614. And that was on their Equifax. I was like, that was really um amazing. I had also saw this too, that during May, you seen how it went up 11 points, then it went up 3 points. I want to show you this because when you look on your Credit Karma, you're going to see every so often, like every week, you should see your credit score going up. But if you seeing, okay, it go up 11 points, it's going up 3 points, and you continuously see it go up, that's how you're going to see, okay, I got 70 points in 1 month. That's how you're going to see after a month, you got 41 points on Equifax, 65 points, because it goes up gradually like that. So I want you guys, I took a screenshot of that just to remind you to continue to check so that you can see those gradual um, increases in your credit score. And then also with your disputes, you guys should be able to see something like this come in the mail. So this is what it should look like. I believe this is what a TransUnion or Equifax should look like. It'll tell you the name of the company and then it'll say deleted. And then like this one right here, First Premier Bank, it was deleted from your credit reports. Coles Department Store, deleted from your credit reports. Midland Funding, deleted from your credit reports. NCA, deleted from your credit reports. That's how you should see it. And then also you may see it look like this too. Like if you look on Credit Karma, you'll see account removed, Fingerhood, Verizon, Navy Federal. You'll see it like that. So this is another thing that you can see and when you look at it. But definitely make sure that you guys are staying on top of everything. This is just day 75. I am going to get myself put together and take myself out. So I don't know where I'm going to go to celebrate this. I want to celebrate my scholarship. I want to celebrate my 3.5 GPA. I told y'all like this. I graduate next semester. I'm so happy. I hope to have my law school approval. I mean, my acceptance letters by then. We'll see how that's going to go. Um, I'm not going to start law school until August of 2026 anyway. But I'm very, very excited. I'm very proud of this. And I also created that throughout this process too. I created a smaller version of this, a shorter version, but I'm going to actually make that into one complete video that you guys are going to see coming out pretty soon. So that one complete video is going to tell you guys how to increase your credit score 100 points in 30 days. I believe that's what it's called. And it's actual workbook too that you can actually read through. And I'm going to give you guys a free PDF version of that also. So definitely check that out. And then also in the Strong in 75, I also created too that you guys are going to see until I go to law school, because I know when I go to law school, I'm not going to be able to be here for you guys like I want to, especially that first semester. They said it's going to be crazy. So until I go to law school, I'm literally pouring into you guys. You know how you have the 6 months of free letters? Now I have changed the steps, so you don't have to purchase the, or I already had this purchase the Mega to See letter package. All you guys have to do is get your credit reports. So do steps 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once you guys do that, I'm going to actually give you guys the Strong in 75 course for free. I'm going to give you guys that workbook for free. And I'm also going to give you guys you're going to get the workbook for free, both workbooks. I have the 100 points in 30 days. You guys are going to get that in the you guys are going to get that also in a PDF version. And if you guys want to order the hard copy, if you need a hard copy, I definitely can possibly supply that for you guys. But you guys are going to get the two workbooks. Um, you guys are going to get the Strong in 75 course. I'm going to give you guys that for free. And I'm going to create the 6 months of dispute letters for you. And that's just because I literally made a decision with my team that I'm no longer going to be this available. I may only make one video per month on YouTube, just give you guys an update, teach you guys something that's going to be very, very important, that's new and up to date. And um, yeah, so my dedication is that I'll make sure that I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. So as long as you subscribed on YouTube, you'll be fine. So I'm building out the page now. I was trying to figure out how to even add where my subscriber count is at now. So once I reach 100,000 subscribers, or once, and then also, even if I go over 100,000 subscribers, I'm still going to continue to do it until August 2026 when I actually start law school. So help me reach the $100,000, $100,000. Ooh, I wish 100,000 subscribers. Um, Help me reach the 100,000 subscribers before I start law school. That is really my biggest goal right now, for me to reach that. And anybody that is actually a subscriber, all you guys have to do is go to the strongest75.com that you see down below. Follow those steps, and you guys are going to get all of that stuff. And then you'll be able to see also for the workbook and everything I said that you guys are going to get for free. You guys will automatically see that you're going to get all of that stuff for free. So definitely check that out. And if you guys want to be a part of my exclusive credit membership, definitely let us know. We'll let you know also how you can be a part of that membership. So you can be a part of my exclusive credit membership. That's not the Strong in 75 course. That's something that's totally separate. That's what gives you access to me, be able to talk to me continuously looking at your credit reports and things like that. But I hope that this is very helpful. I'm going to get ready because I have to go and take myself out. I don't know what I want to eat, but I'm going to take myself out. Do some reflection, go over my goals again, and I hope that you guys had a lovely time doing the Strong in 75. Definitely check out the Credit 101 also. It's a course, and it's really nice because it go over the whole process of credit. But let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in just the normal videos, and I'll do my final check-in with you all.